Okay, you're probably here because you want to learn how to be successful at selling, and you want to learn how to develop new skills. First of all, I just want to tell you, you're probably not going to like what I have to tell you, but bear with me because this is the only way that you're ever going to develop new skills. It's going to piss you off. It's not a quick fix thing, but it is something that I can tell you from firsthand experience. It took me from being totally incompetent, a total amateur, to being very, very good at selling and very, very good at public speaking. It's actually the main way that I've gotten good at anything that I've done, and it's actually the way that anybody gets good at anything. So please pay attention, listen to this, and implement what it is I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be doing, there's a whole bunch of videos that I have on different techniques, and the thing that I tell everybody is that I can give you all the technique in the world, but unless you have the right mindset, and unless you go about and actually practice this stuff and internalize it in the right environment, nothing's going to change. If you learn a new sales technique and you go and you immediately just take that into a selling situation, here's what's going to happen. You're under pressure. And when you are under pressure, we have a compulsion to do what feels natural to us. And so when you try to consciously in that pressure situation employ something that isn't natural to yourself, you're going to screw it up, and you're going to screw it up bad. And then you're going to get a bad taste in your mouth, and then you're going to take that technique and probably just throw it out and say that doesn't work. So we want to make sure we don't set ourselves up for that. So the best thing to do is whenever you learn a new technique is practice it, and practice it in a non-pressure situation. This is the key to skilled learning. Skilled learning always must take place in an environment where there is no pressure. Your nervous system cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that is imagined vividly. Let me repeat that. This is central to everything. Your nervous system cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that is imagined vividly. So when you and I are practicing or role-playing or driving in the car or walking down the street and we're going over our sales pitch and going over how we would handle different objections or anything like that, it's being when we nail that successfully, and the better we get as we're tweaking it, it's recorded insofar as our nervous system is concerned. It's recorded as a successful experience. So when we get into that pressure situation, what happens? Our mind, our machinery goes back to a successful attempt in the past. And again, your nervous system cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that's imagined vividly. So it's going to pick up on that, and you're going to start in those pressure situations, it's going to start flowing out of you naturally. And you're going to see an improvement. You're going to see people who you would have responded one way to whatever the objection was or issue, challenge, whatever it might be, and it would have been over for you. But now you're starting to see a little more engagement and things happen differently, and it's going to encourage you to go on. You have to practice. You look at professional athletes. How much time do they spend practicing their craft? Actors, Will Smith, his famous quote about banging on your craft. This is absolutely essential. Every single good salesperson does this. And when you really want to get good, you'll just do it when you're in the car by yourself. I did this naturally before I even knew that this concept was real. And I'm telling you, it made all the difference. And it was the fastest. It is the method that was the fastest thing by far that I've ever employed to get better at any skill that I've gotten good at, particularly communication, negotiation, sales, public speaking. All that stuff was through practice, so that you get to a place. Every single successful action must happen naturally, and it must happen automatically and be second nature to you. And the only way, the best way for that to happen is through non-pressure situations, repetition, and practice. You look at the percentage. If you're a golfer or somebody who's an athlete, look at the percentage of playing in the actual pressure game to practice. There's a huge, huge difference in the numbers. And the same should be true for salespeople. Although obviously we work, you're working 8, 9, 10 hours a day. It's not easy to spend all that time practicing, but you must take advantage of that. And you will when you really understand this. Think this through. When you understand that that is the key to actually changing and improving your behavior, and you understand what the promise is, you'll pay the price. That's the key. So I'd encourage you with everything I have, go after this, learn the skills, learn the techniques, find somebody to model yourself after, and internalize this through practice. Guys, jump on the free offer that I have below here for my exclusive training. It's video content. I do live webinars all the time, audio content, all the stuff that you need to get better at sales. I focus on mindset. Jump on it. Click the link below. Get yourself registered, and we'll see you on the inside. Thanks.
Everybody's got the will to win, but it's only those with the will to prepare that do win.
Sales is arguably the most rewarding profession there is. It also happens to be the highest paying, but it can be grueling and incredibly painful. The majority of people in this profession lack the confidence required to be successful. Wouldn't it be nice to walk into any selling situation with confidence and not feel like a beggar or feel like a dog with its tail between its legs? I've gone from the bottom to the top, and I know what you're going through. I also know how to help you change it. I found all it requires is a sales system you can count on and the right mental training. I want to give you free lifetime access to exactly that, to help you start winning in this amazing profession. So if you're ready for that, fill out the form and get registered, and we'll see you on the inside.